Hi, welcome to all. Today we are discussing about the structure of the teeth. Okay, what is the structure of the teeth? First, let's draw the diagram about the structure of the teeth. First one, structure of the teeth. Yes. The teeth is originated from ecto and mesodermal origin in embryonic development. These teeth are originated from ecto and mesodermal origin. Ecto and mesodermal origin in embryonic development. Okay, ecto and mesodermal origin in embryonic development. Okay, first one, the teeth containing three regions. How many regions are there? Three regions are there. First one, crown, neck and root. Crown, neck and root. Three roots are present. What is the crown? The crown is a anterior part or nothing but these are which is located on above the gum. What is the crown? Which is located on above the gum. That is called as a crown part. The crown is originated from ectodermal origin. Next one, neck which is completely surrounded by the gum. Which is completely surrounded by gum. That is called neck. Third one is root, which is located below the gum and which is directly fused with jaw. Which is located below the gum, fused with jaw. So this is a primary information about the crown, neck and root. Okay, so let's the crown is originated from the ectodermal origin. Yes. Next one, the neck and root both are originated from mesodermal origin in embryonic development. Okay, so this is a primary information about the structure of the teeth. Okay, draw the diagram of teeth. This is a jawbone. The jawbone have one of the depression. Okay, let's the jawbone. Yes, they have one of the depression. This depression is called, the jawbone have one of the depression. This depression is called as a alveolar depression or alveolar cavity. The depression is called alveolar cavity. Yes, the structure of the teeth. Yes, the teeth is completely consistent of three regions are there. First one, anterior part is called crown part. Let's take the another color. This one is neck region. The neck region consists of gum, so it is have a very rich amount of the blood vessels are there, blood capillaries are there. So this is the second part is called neck. The below the neck to the apical part of the teeth is called as a root region. There is a three regions are there. Okay, next one. What is the crown? The crown is a, first one, crown. Let's start discussing about the crown. The crown is a anterior part of the teeth. Previously we are discussing about what is the crown. What is the crown? The crown is which are appears in above the gum. That is called crown. This is called a crown. This is a crown. Yes, the crown, nothing but which are appears above the gum. Above the gum. That is called crown. It is a visible part in tooth. It is a visible part. It's a visible part. As well as the crown is completely consistent of one of the substance. The substance is called enamel. What is that? Enamel. The crown is consistent of one of the substance. The substance is called enamel. Enamel is one of the hardest substance in our body. It is not a living thing. It is not a living organ. It is commonly known as one of the substance. It is one of the substance. The substance is called as a hardest substance. It is a hardest substance in our body. Substance in our body. So this is one of the hardest substance in our body. So these cells are, this enamel is formed by nothing but secreted by one of the cells. Those cells are called as a amyloblastic cells. Means enamel also secreted by one of the cells. Enamel also secreted by one of the cells. Those cells are present in crown region. Those cells are present in crown region. Means the enamel is secreted by one of the cells. These cells are called amyloblastic cells. Amyloblastic cells. These amyloblastic cells. These amyloblastic cells are formation of nothing but secretion of enamel, and after the secretion of the enamel, these amyloblastic cells are completely disappear. Means if you are the loss of enamel layer on teeth region or tongue, crown region, if the loss of enamel, so it is never replaced. Means there is no amyloblastic cells after the secretion of enamel. There is completely disappear. Means there is a never formation of enamel. So the amyloblastic cells are play a crucial role for secretion of enamel. And as well as the amyloblastic cells are formed in crown region. Presence in crown region. So the chemical composition of the enamel. The chemical composition of enamel. Enamel is made up of calcium and phosphate ions. Calcium and phosphate ions, and less amount of fluoride ions. Less amount of the fluoride ions. It is a chemical composition of the enamel. So it is enamel. It is anterior part. So the enamel region have a number of the projections and depressions are present. Have a number of the projections and as well as depressions. Projections and depressions. These projections and depressions appears on surface of the crown region. So the depressions are called as a cusps. Already we are discussing about the discussion of the cusps. What is that? Projections and depressions on crown region. That projections and depressions are called as a cusps. These are useful for the mastication of the food, nothing but grinding of the food. Okay, so this is the information about the crown. what is that? Sorry, enamel. Next one is part of the crown, and the second part of the crown region is known as a dentine. The below the enamel region, have a one of the second hardest substance. The below the enamel have a one of the second hardest substance is present. The second hardest substance is called as a dentine. Let's draw. What is the dentine? It is the second hardest substance. This is known as a dentine. Okay, let's discussing about dentine. Second one is dentine. It is the second hardest substance in our body. It is known as a dentine. Second hardest substance. It is also secreted by. It is also secreted by odontoblastic cells. Odontoblastic cells. The dentine is secreted by odontoblastic cells. These odontoblastic cells are located in root region. These are located in root region. These cells are secretion of dentine able to formation of dentin. Okay. Yes. These are located in dentine. The odontoblastic cells are located in root region. These are known as a odontoblastic cells. Odontoblastic cell. It is also made up of calcium and phosphate ions along with some amount of the fluoride ions. So this is known as a dentin. The third part is known as a pulp cavity. Third one is pulp cavity. What is that? Is a cavity is completely filled with the huge amount of the blood vessels and along with nerve fibers. Is a cavity filled with very huge amount of the blood vessels and along with the nerve fibers. What is that? Blood vessels and nerve fibers. What is the importance of the blood vessels? These are transporting of the food and collecting of the excretory products. Transporting of the food and collecting of the excretory product from the pulp region, and as well gives a nourishment. What is that? Nerve fiber. These nerve fibers are giving a sensation of the tooth. Tooth sensation. So this is information about the pulp cavity. Next one, the second region of the tooth is called as a neck. The second region is neck. The neck is a middle portion of the tooth. It is in between of crown and root region. It is completely surrounded by gum. And as well as this neck region directly fused with or connect with jawbone by a cementum. Where is the located in the cementum? The cementum is located in between of jawbone and neck region. It is also what is that, leads into inner side of the root. It is also present in the root region also. This is known as a cementum. Okay, so this is known as a neck. The last part is called as a root. Is the third portion of the tooth. It is having one of the portion. The portion is called The portion is called apical portion. Apical foramen. Sorry, apical foramen. This apical foramen leads into pulp cavity. Let's draw about blood vessels and nerve fibers. Blood vessels and nerve fibers in pulp cavity region. So this is a basic information about the structure of the teeth. The teeth is about the teeth. The teeth are completely originated from the ecto and mesodermal origin, we know that, but the additional information is it is useful for the evolutionary process. It is one of the evolutionary process. There is a individuals there is nothing but animals. In animals can be classified into two types. The animals are classified into two types. First one, agnatha and gnathostomata. What is the agnatha? A means absence of the, A means absence. Gnatha means jaw. Gnatha means jaw. Which are lacking of the jaw, those are introducing into agnatha. Next one, gnathostomata. Gnatha means jaw, stoma means mouth. Which organism are consistent of what is that, consistent of the jaw, those individuals are introducing into gnathostomata. The most number of the vertebrates are classified into agnatha and gnathostomata. But so most number of the means the primitive, cyclostomatas are absence of the jaw. So these are introducing into agnatha, but these are absence of the jaw. So these are lacking of the teeth. The most number of the individual means highly developed vertebrates are evolutionary developed their jaw along with the teeth. So those are discussing about one by one. First one, fishes. Fishes are shown homodont dentation. Fishes are shown homodont dentation. These are having two jaws. These are shown homodont dentation. Next phylum, amphibians. Amphibia. These are amphibia have homodont dentation. Homodont den, but the lower jaw absence of teeth. Lower jaw is absence of teeth. Third one, reptiles. These are shown heterodont dentation. These are evolutionary changes. Heterodont dentation. Most number of the different kinds of teeth are present. Next one, aves. Nothing but birds. These are presence of jaw, but lacking of teeth. lacking of teeth. Next one, highly developed vertebrates, mammalians. These mammalians are shown heterodont dentation. Heterodont dentation in jaw region. These are, we know that, incisors, canines and premolars and molars. In fishes, these are shown homodont dentation, but these are lacking of tongue. Presence of teeth, lacking of the tongue. Means the homodont means, homo means similar. Homo means similar. Dont means teeth. These are having a similar teeth are present. Next one, amphibians are again similar teeth, but lacking of what are they? Teeth in lower jaw. Lacking of teeth in lower jaw. Next one, reptiles are shown heterodont dentation. These are creeping individual. These are also consistent of a different kinds of teeth. Next one, aves. These are presence of two jaws but lacking of teeth. It is also one of the evolutionary process. Next one, last one is known as mammalia. Mammalia have a heterodont dentation. It containing 4 teeth, incisors, canine, premolars and molars. So this is information about the structure of the teeth and additional information about the teeth in evolutionary changes. Thank you.